Hi, this is Chris with iTrees.com, and I'm back again. We're planting trees in the field. We're planting one of my favorite trees, which is hackberry. It's a great alternative to ash and a great shade tree in the landscape native, all that good stuff. So I wanted to talk a little bit about, this time I want to talk a little bit about timing, because timing is everything, and definitely, especially with trees, patience is really important. So a lot of people are always asking us, they're like, why can't we get our trees in even March, sometimes March? Why can't we get our trees in April? Well, most of the time the trees aren't ready to go by then. We are out here right now planting trees in the nursery. We're planting about 6,000 to 7,000 trees. We're digging trees. A lot of them we've gotten dug already. But it's like all hands on deck. All of our crews out here working in the nursery, doing the field work, making sure we have all the trees, we have them ready to go, and then we start planting, in May when stuff gets, ready to go. But right now it takes all of our efforts to focus on field work, and we're gonna plant, like I said, 6,000 to 7,000 trees. We're gonna dig 6,000 to 7,000 trees. We gotta stage them, we gotta move them on water. Once the trees are dug and out of the ground, the most important part is making sure that these trees are planted in the nursery correctly. They're planted at the correct time. They're dug correctly. They're dug in the right conditions. They're dug at the right time. So, all of these things are very important. And with the weather this time of year, we really have to be moving. This weather this year has been extremely challenging because we've had a lot of wet weather, and it's just like trying to get in here and get done what we can when we can with this weather. So lots of times things don't go exactly how you want them to. In an ideal world, we would be planting trees in April, but this year with the rains, and we got to get our field work done first, so we even have trees, and then our trees are quality and they're ready to go for our customers. As far as planting trees goes, you can plant trees pretty much anytime. We're digging all these trees out balled and burlapped in the field, meaning we're taking the whole, a lot of the root system with them. We're putting them in a burlap bag with a basket, and we're going to move them into our holding yard. We're going to keep them on irrigation. So May, June, great time to plant. We plant all summer long, July, August. Sometimes it gets a little hot in August, and we like to hold off, until a little bit later in the fall. But for the most part, we can plant balled and burlap trees all summer long, all spring long, all fall long, and we don't have a lot of problems typically. Now, some trees can only be dug out of the ground in the spring, and some can be dug in the spring or the fall. Some prefer to be dug in the fall. So that's just kind of on our end about when we dig the trees out of the field. Once they're out of the ground, as long as they're held on irrigation, for the most part, you can move them and plant them anytime. But that's why, when customers are asking, hey, these trees are starting to leaf out, I don't have my trees, well, we got to get this field work done. And we got plenty of time to plant trees, so we'll start planting trees in May once we get this all wrapped up. And we're not too far away. We're planting our trees right now. We're about done digging. Then we'll start moving the trees up to the holding yard, making sure everything is well taken care of. So that's kind of the timing end. So patience is always important. And a little note about patience: we're planting these trees in here, which are liner trees, which means they come from a liner nursery, and that's what we plant in our field. Then we grow them an additional 5 to 10 years. At this stage, some of these trees are already 5 to 10 years old. So by the time you're getting a tree, even a 2.5, 3 inch size, some of these trees are 10, 15 years old already. So it's there's a lot of patience required when it comes to trees. We're gonna have to sit on these and grow them and prune them and all this stuff for 5 to 10 years before they're ready to go. So sometimes if it takes a couple extra weeks to make sure the conditions are right and the weather's right and it's not too wet out, in the long run, that's a very minor thing. So if you have any questions about timing and when you can get trees and when the best time to plant trees and stuff, I'll try and talk more about that in other videos, but feel free to call us, email us. We get those questions all the time, so it's no big deal, and we're happy to talk with customers. So I'm gonna make another video here in a little bit, and look forward to talking to you soon, and happy spring.